Hey guys, this is Chase with Rocky Mountain ATV and welcome to our product spotlight. Today we're going to be talking about the ATR1 helmet from 6D. Alright guys, so the ATR1 helmet from 6D is definitely a game changer. Now helmets have come a long way in the last few years. They're getting lighter, they are getting safer, but the technology that 6D has put into this helmet definitely makes this thing stand out, makes it unique, and we're going to talk about the built-in technology and the safety and why this helmet is truly unique and stands apart from any other helmet in the off-road market today. So sit back, relax, let's get right to it. Alright guys, so the first thing we're going to talk about with this helmet is the liner that's inside. Now your traditional older helmets have a one-piece EPS liner on the inside. So you have a single liner that's really only meant to take your high speed, your very hard impacts to the head. But what they found out, what 6D has done their research with, is knowing that you can have traumatic head injuries from just even lower speed impacts. So you got to make sure you have a helmet that's going to protect you from your low speed up to those high speed impacts. And that's exactly what 6D is built into the liner system with this helmet. So rather than having just one liner, the 6D, the ATR1 helmet is going to have two liners. Now those two liners are actually connected. They're not together. They're actually separated a little bit, and they're connected by their elastomeric isolation dampers. Now what those dampers do is there's 27 that are built into this entire helmet. And what they do is they allow your liner to actually flex. So at those lower speed impacts, those isolation dampers are actually going to absorb those lower speed impacts. And when they fully compress, that's when the EPS liner on the inside is going to take over and absorb the rest of that energy. And we all know that with most head impacts while you're out riding, you're not going to have just a straight up and down vertical crash. You're going to be moving at an angle. You're going to be either going forward or possibly side to side. So with those isolation dampeners separating those two liners, it's going to do a couple of things. One is when you hit, it's going to allow the helmet to flex with your head. So it's going to absorb that energy and disperse it rather than it going to your head. So they say you're going to get 6 degrees of movement inside this liner, and that's why they call this helmet the 6D. So those isolation dampers are going to immediately start to absorb energy as soon as your head touches the ground, but that angular impact that is so important to protect is what those are built to do, is protect you from that and disperse as much energy as possible. Now when we look at the bottom of this helmet and the inside, what I really like is you get that emergency cheek pad removal system. So that's extremely important. If you do have a bad head injury, they're going to be able to take these cheek pads out very easily. They're going to be able to slide the helmet off with little to no movement to your head or your neck. That's extremely important to prevent any secondary injuries. They do have clavicle cutouts here on the bottom. It doesn't affect the integrity of the helmet. That's for if you wear a neck brace, you can have a little bit more clearance there. And I really like that they've actually added this pad right here along the chin bar, so that helps prevent breaking your clavicle or your sternum if you have a bad get off. Now when we move to the inside of the liner, you're going to have a very comfortable, a very good moisture wicking microfiber liner on the inside. So this is removable liner, so you can take it out, you can wash it, keep it smelling fresh and clean. Now what I really like is the ventilation on this helmet. You're going to have 8 intake ports on this helmet to get the maximum amount of airflow going through this. Now you can see right here on the chin bar, you have import vents right here on the chin bar, and you have these massive ventilation intakes right here along the side. So this is going to allow this helmet to breathe extremely well to keep your head nice and cool. And if we flip it around and look at the back, you're going to have 4 very large, very aggressive exhaust ports on the back of this helmet. So that's going to take air, suck it through the front, push it through the helmet, and allow it to come out the back. So you know this helmet's going to breathe well. That just goes along with all the awesome safety features that are built into this helmet. Now the construction of the shell on this bad boy is going to be made from a carbon fiber Kevlar composite, so it can be very strong, but it's also going to keep this helmet lightweight. With all that built-in safety that you have with this helmet, it's going to come in at just over 3 pounds, so you're still getting a very light helmet, which we absolutely love. Now the last thing that we want to touch on before we finish up today is we want to talk about the ATR1 Youth helmet that 6D is also making. This is going to be for all you moms and dads out there. Now this helmet has the same technology as the ATR1, but it's going to be made from a softer shell and a softer liner. They know that those younger heads are still growing and still developing, so this is going to be right up their wheelhouse. So if you have a younger rider from Pee-wee up to those 85s, this is going to be the helmet that you want to check out for those guys. Now make sure you go online and check these out at RockyMountainATVMC.com. 6D has a lot of different colorways. We absolutely love them. One of our favorite looking helmets that that we carry, and we have our fit guarantee. So if you get a size, if you're not happy with the fit, send it back to us and we'll make sure you get the right size free of charge. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. Leave us your thoughts and comments. Let us know what you think about these helmets. If you've worn one, we want to know how they fit and how they perform while you're out riding. I'm Chase with Rocky Mountain, and we'll see you on the trails.